Aquarius, welcome to your October 2020 energy reading. Thank you to all of you who have liked, shared, subscribed, and commented on my videos. It's greatly appreciated. Any support that you give my channel, I appreciate it so much. Trying to grow my channel. I have a new shelf to hold my tarot cards. I had outgrown what I was previously holding them, and I got it for free. And it's a little bit darker right now in this room, but I'm going to work on the lighting. I may have to move back to the kitchen table again, but I'm trying it out, so bear with me. I pulled from The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed, for those of you who are interested in the decks that I use in your reading. And the first card out is the Five of Water. Now, the Five of Water is about you releasing emotions, releasing grief, releasing yourself from things that are holding you back, or someone that may be holding you back. It's the emotions, the grief surrounding a situation or a person. So the Five of Water, fives in tarot are reaching a point of no return, meaning it's time to reflect with all of the retrogrades. Mercury is in retrograde. It's time to reflect. Mars is in retrograde. So reflect back on how you took action in the past, because Jupiter's coming in and giving you a new opportunity, right? But this is you releasing yourself from what's no longer serving you, and from the grief and emotions, and possibly even resentments that used to kind of color your emotions regarding this. But in the Good Tarot, it says, releasing grief, allowing sadness to rise and fall, forgiveness, the ebb and flow of emotion. It says, I feel the fullness of my emotions as they wash through me. I fully forgive myself and others, and let go of any emotions that were holding me back from acknowledging the truth. I deserve the freedom that comes when I release what is no longer working for me. So this is you letting go of those emotions that have colored your past, getting ready for the new that's coming, right? Surrounding yourself with those who have the same vision as you. With the High Priestess, the High Priestess is very intuitive. She's very psychic. So your spiritual gifts are being heightened in the month of October, Aquarius, and for a reason, okay? We're gearing up in December for Jupiter to go into the sign of Aquarius. I believe Saturn as well. So you're going to take the lead for the collective Aquarius very soon. Your energy is going to lead the way for us into our destiny, into our future. The High Priestess says that you need to pay attention to that still small voice inside of you. And then we have the Seven of Fire backing you up, saying don't conform to other people's ways or the way that they're taking action. If it doesn't work for you, it's very important that you stay true to yourself at this time, okay? You may have to take up for yourself or defend yourself or your actions, your beliefs against others in the month of October, but that's completely fine because you are the High Priestess, so you know what's best for your future. You know what choices are best for you, okay? But we'll read the Seven of Fire from the Good Tarot as well. I feel it has an important message. It feels very, very powerful, the Seven of Fire in this reading. And when an Aquarius is on fire, whew, you better stand back. Don't get in their way, right? Seven of Fire says, personal best, going the distance, perseverance, non-conformity. It says, I'm unstoppable. My passion pushes obstacles aside as I engage in sustained effort. I know how to bend, but I don't compromise on what's most important to me. If others aren't happy with the course I'm on, I don't have to let their concerns affect me. I release the temptation to resist challenges, and I trust that I can make things happen as I live life on my own terms. Inspired solutions present themselves at this time. So, inspired solutions, Aquarius, you are the King of Swords, right? So you're all about a logical quick solution to any problem or obstacle that tries to stand between you and your destiny, or you and your goal that you're trying to accomplish. But you are going to be on fire in the month of October, and it's for a reason. Okay, you have a big job for the collective at this time. You know, the age of Aquarius. I'm sure you've heard of it. So I'm going to pull from the Light Seers Tarot and just get some insight on what energies are coming towards you in the month of October. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels of Light, Spirit Guides and Ancestors, show me for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. The first card out is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Fire could speak to competition. It could speak to others possibly being envious or trying to sabotage something that you're working on. It's conflict. It's not the best energy, okay? But that Seven of Fire is going to come in and trump that Five of Fire. And remember, fives are all about things are changing. And it's for the better, for the good of all, right? For your highest good, especially Aquarius. So everybody doesn't have the same vision that you have with the High Priestess. They can't, because Spirit's not talking to them the way that Spirit is talking to you at this time. You know, you'll be seen for what you're doing later. But right now, Eight of Pentacles says that you're working very hard on something. And, you know, she's there working by herself in this card. So that tells me that you're very focused, you're very determined, and you're going to crush whatever goal it is that you're setting out for. It feels very important. It feels very collective. Like, you know, Aquarius, you are the sign of humanitarianism. Oh, wow. Page of Wands fell on the floor. So, Page of Wands, this is a new start. This is you taking action, enthusiastic action towards something that you're very excited about. It's going to be successful. I can feel it already. It may just be the beginning, but it's the beginning of something life-changing. The beginning of something very big, very creative, very worthwhile of putting your time and energy in. Don't let anybody talk you out of this. This is Spirit inspired with the Page of Wands, okay? Some of you may have a fire sign child or a younger fire sign coming in towards you in the month of October as well. That could be for some of you, okay? But for most of you, this Page of Wands is what is causing this conflict. However, you are to stay the course. Spirit sees you working hard, and that is Spirit approved, okay? You don't have to listen to everyone else. You stay focused and stay connected with the High Priestess. You're hearing directly from Spirit, directly from the universe. And it's very important, Aquarius. Very important. Sorry. I'm dropping cards here. I just saw the Temperance card, so you have Divine Guidance, which I was channeling that for you. Your spirit guides, your angels, the archangels, they are supporting you. Your ancestors are behind you at this time. Wow, the Moon card. So you're not revealing your secrets, and that's probably best. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you may have this predominantly in your chart. But the Moon tells me that all has not been revealed yet, okay? I think with High Priestess, you're keeping very quiet about something. You're keeping something a secret. Because timing is what I'm hearing. Timing is very important. And it's not time to let people know what you're doing, okay? You need to keep your thoughts very positive at this time. You need to not give in to that scarcity mindset or doubt, okay? This is a time to have big faith, big, bold determination. Mars is in retrograde, so I feel that you are gearing up for something big, okay? You're planning something here. You are showing up in your reading, King of Swords. You're contemplating. You see he's there. He has the owl by his side and the raven above him. He's getting messages from Spirit, but he also is alone there with the animals. The birds, it looks like, are bringing him messages directly from Spirit. And it's going to be something that he's going to take very quick, decisive action on. If this isn't you, Aquarius, this is your energy, okay? That it doesn't matter that it's the king. It's the energy of the king, okay? You're in control. You're going to take leadership over whatever this is. It's going to be different for all of you. But you don't operate, you don't make your decisions from your emotions. You make logical decisions. And you're very psychic. You're very future minded, okay? So you have a vision that everyone else may not have. Also, I noticed on the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Air. There are fives all over this reading. On the bottom of the Good Tarot deck, you have the Five of Air. So many changes are coming in for you at this time, Aquarius. But I don't think you're scared, because I just saw the Fool card. And it's like you're trusting. You're trusting Spirit. You're trusting that this is the right move for you to make at this time. You know, this girl, she's like in trust fall position. And she knows what she knows. She doesn't need anybody else's approval. She has Spirit approval, right? I keep hearing that, Spirit's approval. Spirit approves of what you're doing, and that's all that you need to know at this time, okay? Everyone else will see it later, but for right now, just stay focused. The Devil's on the bottom of the deck. That's what you don't see. So a lot of this conflict that's coming at you is just to throw you off course. But I think you know that, Aquarius. I think you can see people. They're coming at you emotionally, coming at you, trying to get you off center a little bit. And I think you forgive them with the Five of Water, because you know that they don't share your vision, okay? They don't see what you see, and that's okay. I want to pull from the Fairies Oracle and just see what message the fairies have for you, Aquarius, at this time. Holy Spirit, what's the most important message here? We have Himself, which is number 17. We have the Fawn, which is 35. And we have the Bright Mother, which is 16. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have number 34, which is Sylvanus. So let's check out in the book from Brian Fowden. Let's just get an idea here. Is that 34? Sylvanus. 34, Sylvanus. Says at this time, you're discovering new truths about yourself. They are essential for you to know in order to create relationships based on mutual respect, affection, and trust. So you may be seeing that you don't have the respect or the trust from those in your inner circle or someone in your inner circle, and you're kind of examining that right now. With retrogrades, sometimes it will force people out of our lives temporarily, sometimes permanently, who don't share the same vision as us or who aren't going the same way as us, okay? But it does say these things can only work if we see ourselves and others as we are. Currently, both fairy and this world are functioning as a giant mirror in which we see ourselves in many surprising ways. People tend to dread this because we assume that we are worse than we think we are, but this is far from necessarily true. Now is a time for finding out the false and misleading beliefs you've accepted and discovering that you are a better person than you thought you were, and that you have potential to accomplish much more than you believed you could. If someone says you are better or simply different than you think you are, don't automatically reject this. Think it over carefully. You have much more to give and more to enjoy than you've been giving yourself credit for. So you have not been standing in your power. But in the month of October, I feel that you are, because you came in as the King of Swords and you came in as the Seven of Fire. You don't doubt yourself anymore, okay? Let others fight it out, compete all they want, be envious or jealous or try to stop you, but it's not going to work, okay? Because you are the King of Swords, you are in your power, and you are the High Priestess, and the universe is backing you up, okay? Others don't have to understand, and they don't even have to know with that Moon card right now. It'll all be revealed when it's time, and, you know, you're just to keep pressing on with what you're working on now. You could be working on yourself, because number 17 is Himself. You could be working on becoming a better version of yourself. But I feel for most of you, you're just coming into your own power. You're starting to see that, you know, your ideas are bigger. Your ideas are very, very big, and not everybody has to understand that. but that you have to keep going. So it says, when himself appears in the card spread, he not only indicates that a great amount of energy is present in this reading, but he also strongly energizes the cards around him. Everything he touches becomes more of whatever it is, more alive, more vigorous, more powerful, more awesome. This card in a reading can indicate great vitality, victory, or triumph, confidence, and power. So you don't be too much in your ego, okay? All of your gifts come from spirit, and that's something that we have to remember. We cannot do anything on our own, okay? The universe comes in, spirit gifts us, and the universe comes in with the energies to support us in what we're supposed to do at this fated time, okay? 2020 has been a year of awakening, and I think Aquarius has a vision that they have to bring into the collective, into our world, okay? It's just not time for center stage yet. So now is the time for planning your next moves. But it's not a time for conforming to other people's beliefs of what you should do. It's time for you to stand up for what you believe in and be willing to fight for it if need be. It's a fight energetically. I'm not trying to condone violence. I'm saying fight energetically for what is yours to fight for, okay? Himself speaks of protection, spiritual protection, okay? You are spiritually protected by your elders, by spirit. Acceptance of paternal responsibility is important, as are deep and committed relationships. He is the preserver of the natural world and its balances. Shamanic power may be indicated here, as well as potential for powerful spiritual healing. This card may also speak of erotic energy, passion, and potent creativity. All very good things. Then we have number 35, okay? This is the Fawn. It's an elemental card. So let's see what we need to know here with the Fawn. The Fawn is understanding the nature of nature, its natural wisdom, and its natural magic, okay? So you may be teaching some type of wise wisdom that you hold to the world or to those around you at this time. But it says natural magic is happening. When things flow almost effortlessly, there's a sign that natural magic is at work. Enjoy it, Aquarius. A very important part of natural magic is simply allowing the energy to flow through us. This means both giving and receiving freely. Let the energy flow. Don't push it. Don't try to control it. Just dance with it. Trust it, and remember to keep returning to the source for inspiration and to keep your heart filled with light. You have to stay in the light at this time, Aquarius. You're being divinely guided, and the spotlight is about to shine on you. So now is a time for planning, for prayer and meditation, for getting close to spirit, and staying close to spirit. Then we have the Bright Mother. To me, this is you being very protected. You may have angels, spirit guides that are with you. You could even have passed on loved ones who have come into your aura field, into your life energetically for a time being, just to help you with whatever this is that spirit has for you, that the universe is depending on you to accomplish in the very near future. So that being said, I know it's not going to be for everyone, okay? This is a big message, but I do want to see more. So let's pull from another oracle deck. This is the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Claire Reed. And let's just see what we get here, Aquarius. Holy Spirit, angels. Broken open. Broken open, number 28. That's a 10. Broken open. Let's see. And Divine Matrix, 44. Opening to discovery. And then the bottom of the deck is going to be Wish Upon the Star. Okay, so let's read from Divine Matrix. It's number 44. I don't think I've ever pulled this card before, Aquarius, in this deck. So I'll be learning just like you what the message is here. Okay, Divine Matrix says, in the realm of spirit, the knowledge that we are all divine beings, part of a tapestry weaving our dreams into the fabric of reality. It's about synchronicity and learning to trust the way things unfold. So, the repeating message here is for you to trust the divine messages and the divine guidance that you have right now, and to keep this to yourself, to keep that secret until things unfold further. Okay, I feel that's going to happen mid to end of December, things unfolding. Okay, and then you'll be ready to take action. But it says, do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within a vast living web of life, a divine matrix. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum, so you are surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them to. But as your thread, your luminous life force, your courageous dream is part of the tapestry of life. You're being invited to be conscious of the pattern that you are weaving. Isn't it amazing to know you have such power inherent in you just by being alive? You will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix today. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim to them if you're ready. Well, I think it's time to get ready, okay? This feels very powerful. Excuse me. I'm sorry, my voice is going. I'm going to have to make this my last reading today, unfortunately. And then we have number 34. Excuse me. Opening to discovery. This is the small bits of data you collect from the world to form ideas, the transfer of vital information via the universe, always speaking to you, the need to integrate information and be discerning about what you expose yourself to. It says we tune into information from our outer environment, then assign meaning to it within our psyches. Every day, however, the amount of data we sort through exceeds what we're capable of processing. Especially since the advent of the internet, we have been bombarded with more than we could ever hope to absorb. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of what we expose ourselves to. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messages invites us into a cynical, fear-based worldview. On the other hand, conscious exposure to information supporting our well-being shifts us towards growth and expansion. The choice, though, is not always obviously ours, which is why we must be discerning on a daily basis. The universe is always engaging us. We are part of it after all, through synchronicity, omens, and other signs that point toward our best path. Our intuition helps us tune in and see our environment like an oracle. However, this new information doesn't always make sense right away, so being curious and non-resistant is the key to learning. Today, be open to receiving important information that may come from an unusual source. The universe wants to help you, but recognizing the way this aid will arrive depends on your willingness to shut out superfluous noise. Maybe you need to take a break from social media, gossip, or the news. Don't let yourself get distracted. Listen without attachment and see what arises in your life. Expect a message from the universe very soon. You shall have it. Yeah, this is exactly what I was channeling coming through for you. I don't know what this is, okay? I'm an Aquarius moon. My sun is an Aquarius sun, but I've been feeling a call for a very long time. It's going to be different for all of us, okay? But we need to take the wisdom that's in this reading, okay? Take time to get right within ourselves, okay? So you want to get out into nature, and you want to turn off your phone, turn off the news, and you want to connect with Spirit. Spirit has something very big for us very soon, okay? So we want to have ourselves in a place of balance so that these messages can come in. There was also a lot of mention of synchronicities, so there could be a lot of signs and synchronistic events as things are revealed further. But I'll do a follow-up reading by the end of the month, and we'll see where we're at, Aquarius. Okay, until then, sending you all love and light. Namaste.